lovelies, it is time for my first Camp SeasonAthon vlog of 2024, so stay tuned. So I totally should have started this vlog yesterday when I had my makeup on and was all cute, because yesterday I pretty much spent the entire day either planning for or filming videos. And in the evening I did manage to get some reading done, but I was also working on the next round of SeasonAthon stuff. So figuring out authors and who I want to ask to be co-hosts and all of that kind of stuff. And I have things in mind. I just need to reach out to all the people. As far as what I'm reading, so I had checked out some books on Libby, and it turns out that The Darkest Star by Jennifer L. Armentrout I had actually read. I just forgot. But I was like, I can't really remember enough about it, and I want to be able to continue the series. So I'm rereading it. But I'm able to do it like super fast because as I'm listening to it, I am remembering some things. I'm currently 60% of the way through that, so I'll be able to knock that out today. And then I have two other books on Libby right now. One is a book that's not on my TBR, but it's a one that I want to be able to read with Marty. And that is A Sky Beyond the Storm, though I'm going to have to refresh my memory on the books prior to that. That's book 4, I think, in An Ember in the Ashes series by Sabaa Tahir. And then the other one I have is She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan. That's for my TBR knockout prompt for Pride and for Camp SeasonAthon, an LGBT book. So that'll probably be my next read, though I do have a book I want to physically read as well, and that is To Wake a Kingdom. I can't remember who the author is, but you would have seen that book in my Cards Against My TBR, my wheel, and all that. So I have the full day today to get as much reading done as possible. Okay, so The Darkest Star. It's set in the same world as the Lux series, and I'm working through reading through all of her books. Oh my gosh, she has so many books, and she keeps coming out with so many books. Lux or Luxon are aliens. They can make themselves look like humans, and they can live on Earth. They've been here for decades. The Origin series follows sometime later, and Origins are the result of a Luxon, which is an alien, and a human they've been changed. Humans that have been changed because when a human gets like healed enough times and stuff by a Luxon, they end up picking up some of those Luxon abilities. So an Origin is a result of the two of them having a child. And our main character, Evie Dasher, she goes to this club where she knows that the Luxon hang out. At this point in time, all Luxon have to be registered, and the government needs to know where they all are and all of that stuff. Anyway, she goes to this club that's supposed to be 21 and up, and she manages to get in with her fake ID. But then there is a raid on the club looking for unregistered Luxon. And she ends up trapped in a closet with a boy that she is certain is a Luxon, but he says he's not a Luxon, but neither is he human. And this is sort of a hate to love kind of thing. But also secrets are unfolded, and nobody is who they seem to be, not even Evie. Okay. I'm going to go read, and I will be back with you later. So while Marty and I were out running some errands today, I finished The Darkest Star, which was a reread, and I think I'm going to give that one, I can't remember what I gave it last time I read it, but I'm going to say like a 3.5. And then Marty and I started A Sky Beyond the Storm, which is book 4 in an Ember in the Ash series. And we very quickly realized that we only read book 1 and 2. So I went ahead and returned that and placed a hold for book 3, A Reaper at the Gates. And I think it's like a 4-week wait or something like that for that. So we'll be reading that at some other time in the future. And I have started She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan. And this is cute. This is like a sapphic, money can't buy me love kind of retelling, where our main character, she's, very much not the popular girl. And her girlfriend recently dumped her and switched to the competing school, and she's a basketball player, and so is the ex-girlfriend. And our main character, she gets into like a little fender bender with the head cheerleader at her school, who is in need of money for repairing her car and stuff, because it's the cheerleader's fault that they got into this accident. And our main character, she's got the money, and she wants to kind of put it to the ex, and also maybe get a little popularity out of it, get the team, like the cheerleaders coming to the basketball games and getting people coming to the games and watching it and stuff. And so she offers to pay her to date her, essentially. And it's cute. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm currently 53% of the way through it. But I think at this point in time, since we're back home, I don't have anything to do right now, I'm going to sit and physically read something, because I do have a lot of books that I don't have audiobooks for or anything. So I want to take that time to sit and read. So I don't know if I'll get anything else finished today. But also, I do want to give a little update on the Camp SeasonAthon stats. It's only day 2 of June, and there have already been over 5,000 pages submitted, which is awesome. I'm so very happy. And I know that each cabin as well has a different kind of special challenge or whatever. Like Drew has a bingo board, and Amanda's doing a little board game thing, or she's doing a little something. And then for my cabin, Castle Cabin, I'm doing like a little story time thing. Maybe I'll share the story time with y'all. It might be a little cheesy, but it's what I came up with. So for part 1, I'm going to do a different part for each week. So for part 1, it says, once upon a time in a magical kingdom of Eldoria, there lived a young princess named Blank. She was a kind-hearted and adventurous soul, always seeking new experiences and eager to explore the wonders of her realm. Blank had a special connection with nature and possessed a natural grace that hinted at her royal lineage. Little did she know her true destiny was about to unfold, leading her on a path filled with enchantment, danger, and self-discovery. Choose your princess. Who is the main female character of the first book you're reading? So for me, that was Evie Dasher from The Darkest Star. So mine is Princess Evie. And on Friday, I'll be posting part 2. And I can't wait to see what people say. Okay, I'm going to go read. Okay, so I wanted to give y'all a little update on Tueka Kingdom. That's what I'm reading right now. This is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. Right now, I'm just 44 pages into it. I've read the first 5 chapters. And the gist of this story is that our princess, I've already forgotten what her name is, Thorn. Our Princess Thorn, she wakes up to a man with a sword at her, and he's trying to assault her, and she fights him off. She ends up killing him, and then she leaves her room only to find 12 fae women murdered outside her room. And well, actually, it ends up being only 11. One of them is still alive, and everybody else that's in the castle is still asleep. Outside the castle, the town or that little village that was at the castle, there's nobody there anymore, long abandoned. They've been asleep for 100 years. And Thorn has no idea how to wake anybody up. What happened was when she was born, okay, so before she was born, the queen wanted to have a child and she tried everything. And one day she met this fae, and the fae was like, I'll get you a child. And so then the queen became pregnant, and all rejoiced. When the child was born, 13 of these fae came for gifts. And it was stuff like elegance, poise, chastity, fastidiousness, patience, gentleness, modesty, humility, grace, refinement, and cheerfulness. And then the 12th fae, the one that actually had made the promise, she showed up and she was like, I gave you this child, and on her 21st birthday, she's mine. I'm taking her back, and she will spend her life serving me. And so the 13th fae, Kiana, she used her gift or whatever to, the day before her 21st birthday, put her into an eternal sleep. And something went wrong, and the whole castle ended up asleep when the day before her 21st birthday. But now she's up, and Mare, the evil fae, she's come to collect, but they fought her off. And now Thorn and Kiana are just kind of figuring out how to do anything, because they've never had to like care for themselves really, so they're just trying to figure out how to cook and things like that. And okay, so far it's written well. However, I feel like there's a whole lot of similes, metaphors, flowery language that's making this longer than it needs to be, and there's so much of it. So like, for example, another book slapped the wall with a crack, dropping to the floor like a butterfly knocked unconscious. My mouth twisted as I faced down a chicken thigh like it was my last meal before being ushered to the gallows. Going from never having set foot in the kitchen to plucking my own chickens felt too much like tumbling down a flight of stairs on the way to self-sufficiency. After a few minutes, our snickers tapered off, and we stared at each other as reality crashed in like a boulder dropped from the sky. Anyway, there's a whole lot like that. But I feel like it's making it take a lot longer. I mean, we're 44 pages in, and we haven't even gotten through what's on the back here. And I don't know. So I just turned off the camera and started to read the next chapter, and the very first line is another example of what I was talking about. Apprehension stirred me from sleep. Tingles plucking the fine hairs on my arm like cello strings. The air pulsated with a thick promise of catastrophe. Yeah. Good morning. So, a few days ago, I got this package in the mail, and I thought it was a package that I'd ordered for the dogs from Amazon, because I had ordered them some dog toys. And I just now went to open it because I'm getting ready to leave to go to a doctor's appointment, and I was like, I thought I'd just open up the thing and give him one of the toys. But then there was not a toy in there. I saw that there's a book, and I'm like, I didn't order any books. And so I felt around and I found, where's the papers? It's a gift. Oh my goodness, my battery's about to die. Okay, let me change out my battery and then I'll share with you the gift. Okay, so this says, a belated birthday gift for you. Earth Day gift for you. I hope you had a fabulous day and were spoiled. Love you, lady, from Corey. And Corey has been a subscriber of my channel since almost the beginning, and she's now one of my coffee patrons, and I adore Corey. So yeah, they sent me a book, and there's a box in here too. So let's open up the book, because oh my goodness, these edges. Oh, that's the first thing I saw. Look at that. This is the first thing I saw when I opened the box. stunning. This is 5 Broken Blades by Mai Corland. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this book is so freaking pretty. Okay, the front and the back on the insides both say, "Let the best liar win." And this is what the outside of the book looks like. Oh, so pretty. It's the season for treason. The king of Hixson must die. The 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: to kill the god King June. He has it coming. Under his merciless, immortal hand, the nobles flourish, while the poor and innocent are imprisoned, ruined, or sold. And now each of the 5 blades will come for him. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hired hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished for his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder, they can agree on treachery, but for these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayals, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. Oh, it sounds so good. And then there's a box here. It's a mug. Love it. Professional bookworm. That would be me. Thank you so much, Corey. And I'm sorry it took me so long to open it. Okay, real quick on where I am with To Wake a Kingdom. I've gotten to page 128, and I'm still feeling the same about this book at this point. The overall story I am enjoying. The overly flowery writing, not as much. I think, at least this much of the book could come off if you took all the extra fluff writing out, or that particular, because it's literally like every paragraph there's something in every single paragraph, and it seems overdone. But I've gotten to the point where we're still getting some of the information on the back. So at this point we have a group of soldiers, like there's 4 people from a neighboring kingdom, have come across the castle and Thorn and Kiana, and they need a place to stay for the night because of a winter storm coming, and they end up staying for several days. And we've had quite a few chapters of the commander. He's been teaching Thorn how to sword fight. The Gideon, he's kind of like the cook or whatever, the one that's helping them all. He's been cooking for them, and he's now started teaching Thorn how to cook some stuff, so that when they do leave, they'll be able to take care of themselves. But as far as like really trying to figure out this whole, how to wake everybody up, we haven't gotten anywhere with that. Each chapter it goes, it tells like how many days left. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So the evil fae mare, she has said, she came to try to get Thorn, and Thorn made a deal with her that give her 30 days, and so she can try to break this curse, because she doesn't want to leave them in this state. And then she will willingly give herself over to Mare. And Mare agreed. Then she threw in another thing and said, hey, if you fail, I'm going to kill everybody in this castle and still take you. So as we're going through the chapters, each chapter is like so many days left. At this point, we are 23 days left. So she's a week in and hasn't really gotten anywhere. Okay, I'm going to get ready to go to my appointment, and I will talk to you later. So yesterday, while I was out running my errands and stuff, I managed to finish She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan. This is for the prompt for Camp SeasonAthon, an LGBTQ plus book, and also for the same kind of prompt for TBR Knockout. So I think I already told you what this was about. I ended up really enjoying it. I think I'm gonna give this one 4 stars. It was quite cute. And then I started listening to Beyond the Bright Sea by Lauren Wolk. And this is middle grade. I made it, I can't remember exactly how far. I want to say like 25% of the way through. Let me see. I'm listening to it on Libby. Oh yeah, I opened it up right to the exact spot. So I made it 72 pages in, so not super far. This follows a girl named Crow who, when she was a baby, they say like hours old or whatever, she washed up on the shore of this little island, and she was taken in and raised by, gosh, what's his name? So she's raised by Osh and Miss Maggie, who's like a doctor from across the sandbar. And she's always wanted to know, like, where she actually came from, who her real parents were, what happened to her, why nobody wants to touch her, and why people act like they're afraid of her. And Miss Maggie one day tells her that they think that people seem to think that she's from this other island where they had sent all the lepers, and that she may have come from there, and that it could be years before it like the leprosy shows, and that's why people are afraid to touch her. But she's very curious. And then she's now like 12 years old, and they see somebody having a fire on this other island, and she convinces Osh to take her over there. The lepers are no longer there. They left long ago, or it's just been uninhabited for a long time. And so now that there's somebody there, she convinces Osh to take her over there. She wants to see if she can find out any information, figure out if this is actually where she came from. That's all I really know about it, because I didn't really go into reading what it says. But I'm enjoying it. It's cute. And I've been still making my way to through To Wake a Kingdom. I am currently on page 261. This book is kind of driving me crazy. The pacing is terrible. Terrible. This book is far too long for what it is. The story, meh, at this point. And there are, some steamy scenes. But these steamy scenes are like disrupted by the flowery language. So like, for example, I marked a couple just so I could kind of let you know. This says, my blood was surging, racing, pounding like 1,000 horses loosed upon an open plain. And then the next paragraph, every reservation I had was thinning like jam scraped over toast until nearly translucent. It's hard to like stay in that steamy moment with things like that. And so I'm ready for this book to be over. It sucks because I love a good retelling. Unfortunately, this is not that good. But I don't want to I don't want to DNF it. Yeah. Everything is becoming super predictable and just so drawn out. That's where I'm at in my reading right now. I'm ready for this one to be over. This one will take me no time at all. Today I haven't had time to listen. So Xander had a doctor's appointment today, and it was a long drive there and back, but Xander wanted to listen to music on the way there, and we rode with the top down on the way back, and we were cranking some good music, and we had a fun time in the car. So I wasn't listening to the audiobook then. And then since being home, I've pretty much been working on editing, because it's taken me a little longer to edit this one than I was kind of in the rhythm of doing before, because this is one of my Have I Read It's, and it's been so long since I've edited one of them that it took me a little while to remember how I edit them, because I have so many different things going on in the video. I just now realized that I forgot to do something. I've already exported the video because I finished it just a little while ago. But I forgot to do the tally marks. So now I've got to go and redo it. Okay. I'm going to go and do that. I probably won't check in with you again tonight. I don't think I'll get much more reading done because it's late. Yeah. So I don't think I actually vlogged anything yesterday because the day was spent pretty much dealing with air conditioning stuff and editing. I literally did not pick up a book to do any reading or an audiobook or anything until after midnight. So I really wanted to get some reading done, so I stayed up like really, really late getting a little bit of reading done. But yeah, so actually not yesterday, but a couple of days before, our air conditioner did the whole freezing up thing again, and we finally got tired of it. And instead of calling our home warranty people who we've had to deal with for the past few years, every time this would happen, they'd come and put some kind of band-aid on it, but never actually fixing whatever was wrong. And every year, same thing, and multiple times a year. And so we called a different company, and they came out, and we were going to look at just replacing it, but we had them check it out and see if it actually needed to be replaced, or could they fix it. And they could fix it, but it would be expensive. It was looking at minimum $3,000 to $4,000, and it's a 8-year-old machine, and they say maybe 10 years. And anyway, this one's got a lot of issues, so like a whole lot of things wrong with it. So we're replacing it, and that's what they're actually going to be doing today. It's currently sitting in our front yard. They've already delivered all the stuff. But yeah, last night I did manage to read a little bit, like I said, after midnight. And I finished Beyond the Bright Sea by Lauren Wolk. So this has fiction and nonfiction kind of melded together. This particular island that they believe the girl came from, I think it's Tennessee or something like that. It's a real island off the coast of Maine, and it is where they would send sick people, like when there was smallpox and things like that. This is where they would send people. Eventually leprosy, like all the lepers got sent to this island, and there was actually one child that was born on this island, and he immediately got sent to the mainland and put in an orphanage. But there's pirates, buried treasure, and all kinds of stuff in this. This was quite good. I don't think I'd actually read it again, but I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. I did enjoy it. And I'm still so slowly making my way through To Wake a Kingdom. I don't know if I've read any. I don't think I've read any more of this since the last time I checked in, but hopefully I'll finish it soon. Maybe I can try and finish it today. I've got another video I have to get edited today, and like I said, they're going to be installing the new AC unit today. But hopefully my video won't take too long, and I can spend the rest of the day trying to get this thing done, because I want to be done with it. Alright, I'll check in with you later. I finally finished it. Also, I'm exhausted because today was a long day. So there was a lot of issues with the air conditioner. It was getting installed today. I've got an Einstein right here. And they delivered the wrong unit, and then they had to get a new unit, and then there was problems getting it through our gate, and it took all day. And Xander and I were working on the pool for like hours trying to get leaves out of the pool and stuff. My arms are exhausted. I was like eating dinner, and I'm like, my arms are too tired to feed myself. And they were also too tired to hold this book. But I did finish it. Finally. I think I'm going to give this one 2.5 stars. I was thinking just 2 stars, but there were a couple of things that I did like in it, but overall, the pacing was horrendous. There was so much, like, in this last little bit, there were so many different things that they tried to do, and it was just like 300 pages of nothing, and then 100 pages of way too much stuff. It's like they tried to put a series of books packed into that last 100 pages, and yeah, it was not great. Not a fan. But it is now like 10:41. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm actually going to end this vlog here because tomorrow I'm doing a coffee exclusive vlog for the weekend. They're going to have me do my Better Book It game, I believe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.